So where are we going, Babers? What are we doing today?
We're heading out to the Florida Everglades. Gonna do a little dip netting for some blue crabs today. Got our 16-foot Indian River canoe with our 6-horsepower Yamaha outboard, and we're going out to an undisclosed launch location east of Port of the Isles. Put the boat in the water and see if we can't, using a combination of dip nets and
Crab
traps, pick up enough crabs for a nice dinner.
Yum. Well, here we are at our undisclosed location off of 41. Look back there. It's right off of the main roadway. Time to go crabbing. At this canal is a makeshift boat ramp. Here's the canoe, 16-foot Indian River canoe. Here's the location that we launched from. And there's a crab right there. Already in the water. Except he's a tiny one.
Engine works.
Good to know. Here he is back in the, oh, it's cold. The canoe in the water. Canoe's in the water. Now we're gonna grab our stuff and head on in. There's a series of waterways and canals that we gotta maneuver through to get to where we're going. And we've pretty much already hit bottom. So we're gonna have to walk. So we could walk.
I think we're aground.
Yeah, I think we're aground too. Here we are, starting our way back through the mangroves. As you can see, it's extremely shallow right here. Lots of little fish and mullet. And we have to actually drag our canoe because it's hitting the bottom. The only thing I worry about coming back here are the spiders. Spiders freaking everywhere. Alligators, pythons, rattlesnakes, okay. Spiders, I don't do spiders. One of the many obstacles we have to face coming back here. And of course, maneuverability through the mangroves with a 16-foot canoe is also quite difficult. Sometimes it's necessary for me to sit at the front of the boat so we can maneuver through the water, so the motor's not trucking through this muck. Hi, baby! A lot of carp and lots of mullet out here. Now we finally get out into the open for a little bit. Now we've entered the, I guess the first of many bays out here, but you gotta know which canal to go by, or go down. And that's gonna be undisclosed at the moment. A lot of low bridges. Oh, babe! Jeez. Tree. Okay, we are here at the first bay. Now the whole idea of where we are, this bay, this whole bay is extremely shallow, and a lot of blue crabs like to just kind of hang out because this is where the current flows through. There's one right there. And there you go. Just take a little dip net and dip them when you see them.
He's not happy.
No, of course not. And like we had said earlier, we have a cooler full of ice. Ice tends to, calm them down?
Slows their metabolism
Slows
down.
their metabolism down, where you get a bunch of crabs in a cooler, they're gonna kill each other and rip each other's claws off, which defeats the purpose of the crabs. So we have a container full of ice and then ice underneath the towels so that when the ice melts, the water doesn't get into the crabs.
The huntress is on the prowl.
I got him. Now we're making our way across this other wide open bay into another twisty, windy path of mangroves to get to another shallow open bay. There's a crab right there, and I'm gonna try not to be an idiot and drop my camera while I try to go get him with just one hand. There's a dead crab in there, though it's hard to see without a polarized view. There's a dead crab in the water that this big guy's trying to eat. Alright. Try to scoop him up there. A little difficult one-handed. See if I can get him up in the net. There we go. There he is. He's a big boy. Look at the size of those pinchers. Some good eatings. Yep. That there's a good sized boy. It's lunchtime and we're in another shallow bay. Phil's decided to eat his sandwich and go crabbing. How's your sandwich, Babers?
Delicious.
Delicious.
Get some video of those bushes up there.
Yeah. All very, very shallow, and the current's moving really fast, so even when we stir up the sand, it's recovered really quickly. And there's a big crab right there. Alright, I'm going to try to stop him from going in the mangroves. Alright, I'm going to bring him to you. Coming right to you, babes. There we go. Ah! Try to be slick about it. Gotcha.
Watch your head.
Yep. Got it. Mangoes are a bitch.
Can you tell it's high tide?
Oh yeah, it's high tide. We didn't have that big of a problem when we came in. Coming out, tide's much higher. Woo, there we go. Okay, well, our crabbing adventure is pretty much done. We probably caught about 3 dozen crabs, maybe 2.5. But now we're just packing it in, making our way back to the truck, and calling it a day. We'll probably come out here a couple more weeks and try again.